The kitchen clock ticks like a heartbeat, each second slicing into the silence that chokes the room. I stand frozen, the mug of coffee in my hand trembling, its warmth seeping into my palm but doing nothing to thaw the ice in my chest. My wife, Sarah, sits at the oak table, her fingers twisting the hem of her sweater, her eyes fixed on the grain of the wood, as if it holds the answers she can't give me. "Remember my ex-fiancé?" she says, her voice soft, almost a whisper, but it lands like a sledgehammer. "I talked to him yesterday." The words hang in the air, sharp and jagged, and I feel the world tilt beneath me. I force a breath, my throat tight, and set the mug down before it slips from my grip. The ceramic clinks against the counter, too loud in the quiet. "You talked to him?" I echo, my voice steady despite the storm brewing inside. Sarah nods, still not meeting my eyes. Her chestnut hair falls over her face, a curtain she hides behind. I want to reach out, to brush it away, to see the truth in her gaze, but my hands stay rooted at my sides. We've been married 12 years, built a life of shared mornings and quiet evenings, of laughter over burnt dinners and whispered promises in the dark. Yet now, in this familiar kitchen with its chipped mugs and fading wallpaper, I feel like a stranger. Why? The word escapes me, raw and jagged. She flinches, her shoulders hunching as if bracing for a blow. "It wasn't planned," she says, her voice trembling now. "He called me. Out of nowhere. Said he was in town, wanted to catch up." Her fingers tighten on the sweater, knuckles whitening. I didn't think it was a big deal. But her words falter, and the lie in them stings like salt in a wound. Not a big deal? Daniel, her ex-fiancé, the man she almost married, the one whose name still lingers in old photo albums, she thinks I don't notice she keeps. I swallow the bile rising in my throat and sit across from her, the chair creaking under my weight. The kitchen smells of coffee and the faint lemon of dish soap, but it feels wrong, like the air itself is tainted. "What did you talk about?" I ask, my tone careful, probing, though my heart hammers with dread. She hesitates, her lips parting then closing, as if weighing how much truth to let slip. "Just life," she says finally. "How he's doing. His job. Nothing important." But her eyes dart to the side, and I catch the flicker of guilt, the way her hands tremble before she clasps them together. I want to believe her. God, I want to. But the pieces don't fit. Her late nights at work, the way her phone is always face down now, the distracted silences that have crept into our evenings. I lean back, the chair cold against my spine, and try to anchor myself in the familiar. The hum of the fridge, the soft morning light filtering through the curtains, the faint creak of the floorboards underfoot. But nothing feels solid anymore. "Sarah," I say, my voice low, almost pleading. "Why didn't you tell me yesterday?" She looks up then, her hazel eyes wide, glistening with unshed tears. "I didn't want to upset you," she whispers. "It was just a call." But the way she says it, the way her voice cracks, tells me it was more. My stomach twists, and I'm caught between wanting to hold her and wanting to scream. The day passes in a haze. I go through the motions, work, emails, a forced smile during a meeting, but my mind is a loop of her words, her averted gaze, the ghost of Daniel's name. I think of the early days, when Sarah's laughter filled every room, when her touch was a promise we'd never break. I think of the fights, too, the small cracks we ignored, her late hours, my stubborn silences, the way we stopped talking about the future. Had I missed the signs? The phone buzzing at odd hours, the way she'd linger in the bathroom after a shower, typing furiously before emerging with a too bright smile? That evening, I find her in the living room, curled on the couch with a book she's not reading. The TV hums in the background, a low drone of some reality show neither of us cares about. I sit beside her, the cushion dipping under my weight, and the space between us feels like a chasm. "Sarah," I say, my voice steady despite the tremor in my chest. "Did you meet him?" The question hangs there, heavy, and I watch her face, searching for the truth. Her breath catches, and for a moment, I think she'll deny it. But then her shoulders slump, and she buries her face in her hands. "I didn't mean for it to happen," she says, her voice muffled, breaking. "It was just coffee. He was in town and I thought it would be harmless." Harmless. The word slices through me, and I feel the air leave my lungs. Coffee. A meeting she didn't tell me about. A secret she kept tucked away like the old photos in her drawer. When? I ask, my voice hoarse. Last week, she admits, her hands falling to her lap. And then he called again yesterday. I didn't know how to tell you. The room spins, the walls closing in. I see it in my mind. Sarah at some corner cafe. Her laughter bright for someone else. Daniel leaning in, his hand brushing hers. My chest aches, a dull, throbbing pain that spreads like poison. Did you? I can't finish the sentence, the words too heavy, too final. She shakes her head violently, tears spilling now. No, Tom, I swear. It was just coffee. But I didn't stop him when he texted again. I should have. I know I should have. Her voice is a plea, but it's not enough. Not when I can feel the fracture in our trust, sharp and irreversible. I stand needing air, needing space. The living room feels too small, the air thick with her confession. I walk to the window, staring out at the street bathed in the orange glow of streetlights. A neighbor's dog barks, distant and lonely. I want to forgive her, to pull her close and pretend this never happened, but the doubt gnaws at me. Was it just coffee? Just a call? Or is there more she's not saying, more she's too afraid to admit? Tom, she says behind me, her voice small. I love you. I messed up, but I love you. I turn, and she's standing now, her arms wrapped around herself as if holding together the pieces of who she used to be. I want to believe her, but the words feel hollow, like an echo of something we lost. Then why? I ask, my voice breaking. Why him? Why now? She opens her mouth, but no answer comes, only a sob that tears at my heart. The days that follow are a slow bleed. We move around each other like ghosts, polite but distant, the weight of her secret pressing against every conversation. I check her phone when she's asleep, hating myself for it, but the texts are there. Daniel's name, his messages casual but persistent, her replies short but not dismissive. Each one is a knife, cutting deeper into the life we built. I confront her again, and she cries, swears it's over, that she'll block him, but the damage is done. Trust, once broken, doesn't mend cleanly. One night, I find a letter tucked in her nightstand, half written, unsent. It's to Daniel, words of regret, of longing, of things she never said to him all those years ago. My hands shake as I read it, the paper crinkling under my grip. She didn't send it, but she wrote it. She thought it. And that's enough to shatter me. I leave it on the kitchen table, open, and wait for her to find it. When she does, her face crumples and she whispers, I didn't mean for you to see that. But I did. And as I walk out the door, the cool night air biting my skin, I realize the truth. Sometimes love isn't enough to hold a marriage together when the ghosts of the past refuse to stay buried.